Everything's under control, is it?
Good morning. So today we're filming from a different camera. The other one is starting to have problems, so I'm experimenting with this one. And let me close this. This is making way too much noise. When I left my house, it was bright and sunny and beautiful, and then I got about 1.25 miles up the road, and now I'm driving through a big fog bank that's rolling in off the ocean, which is whatever, you know, it's fog is kind of cool looking, but it definitely cooled off a bit. So anyway, today I'm just going to take you with me. I'm on my way to town. I have to go to a doctor. No, nothing critical is wrong with me. Just every now and again, you got to go for those 10-point checkups. And they got to make sure you're all good. And that's all this is. It's just a basic run-of-the-mill, go and get checked out thing. They drew labs last week. Took about half a pint of blood out of me. So, and I think the reason that they did that is because I haven't been to a doctor in, I can't even tell you how long. It's been years. The last time I went to the doctor, you can't really call it a doctor visit, but it was about a month ago. I was driving out to the church to pick something up, and I drove through a cloud of natural gas, and it was so strong that for about a full 1/8 of a mile, I was driving through this. By the time I got to the other side of it, I nearly passed out behind the wheel of my car trying to get away from the cloud. I had to put my car into the nearest ditch on purpose, not damaging it, you know, drive it way off the road, because there was really nowhere to pull off. So I safely put it in a ditch, turned it off, and almost passed out, and I just wasn't okay. So I called my husband and I let him know. There's some vibration going on. I called my husband and I let him know what was going on, and he came and got me and said that I needed to go to the hospital. So he took me to the hospital, and basically they did all this stuff, hooked me up. I look like a lab rat because I had a history of a couple of heart problems that were induced by massive stress. They checked that out, and this thing is still vibrating. Okay, so we're just gonna do this. But, not that I think this is any better, but we did that. So I was fine. They let me go. They let me go home. I spent about 3 days recovering because I just felt so tired, and they said I couldn't go to sleep for a lot of hours. And then when I was finally able to go to sleep, I must have slept like, I don't know, 12, 15 hours. It was bad, but it was fine after that. And then I was okay. So no mess, no foul. So, but today I'm gonna go just for a basic checkup, and I got a couple things I gotta do. I need to find a box. I got a little girl that I'm in the process of spoiling just a little bit. So I made this really cute pillow for her, and the box I got to put it in, along with all the other goodies that are in the box, it's not fitting. So I could squish it down and make it fit, but I don't want it to arrive to her flattened and wrinkled and weird looking. So I want to find a box that'll actually fit. And I also have to replace power cords today, so I'm going to do that. But I have a 2 o'clock appointment, which means at the moment I am on my way to the Holiday, which is like a convenience store, gas station kind of thing. We call them Holidays. I know down in the States you guys call them other things. But we're going to do that. I need to get a sandwich because I'm starving. It occurred to me I did not eat dinner last night. And so I'm going to go get a sandwich and probably a bottle of water or something to drink, because I forgot to grab one on my way out the door. I always grab one. I'm just not with it today. So I got up this morning, took my shower, did my hair, got dressed, did all the things. And so that's just what I'm doing right now, is I'm just going to head to the Holiday, grab myself a yummy breakfast sandwich. Oh, there's a funny story. I got to tell you the story about the breakfast sandwich. They're just sausage, egg, and cheese English muffin sandwiches. They're just little sandwiches. But every Saturday when we drive out to Ninilchik, I always stop and I get a sandwich, and inevitably I share the sandwich with Hui, who is my husband's little Yorkie dog. And so last week we were going to drive out to Ninilchik, and I had eaten breakfast, so I wasn't going to get a sandwich. But then Hui literally got indignant because Mike asked, are we stopping for a sandwich? And I said, no, I said, I ate already. And Hui looked at me, and I swear if a dog could look at you and say, fluff off, Mom, he did. He was not happy the minute I said I wasn't getting a sandwich. And I don't know if he understood what I said or not, but the look on his face at that moment was hilarious. So I stopped, I got a sandwich, and he must have ate 3/4 of that thing by himself. I think I got like 2 bites of that sandwich. But so apparently sandwich Saturdays are a thing now. We have to stop and get Hui a breakfast sandwich before we go out to church. So it's just funny. It's amazing how dogs just kind of, they really do develop routines. Because it's something I always did, and I always share my sandwiches with him. So it was just funny. But that's what I'm on my way to go do. In the fog in Kenai, it looks like it's actually getting a little thicker here. So not sure what that's all about. No big deal. It's still a nice day. Okay, well, that was an epic fail. I went and they didn't have my little breakfast sandwiches. They were out, and all they had were the croissant ones, which I really don't like. They weren't what I wanted. So I'm gonna just go ahead and go to the doctor. I have to be there in like a half hour. It'll take me 20 minutes to get there. Oh well. And I was gonna get gas while I was there too, but this guy, I had to drive around the building to park into the gas thing. And then this guy in this giant silver truck pulled right up in front of me. So forget it. I will get gas and do everything after, because that was a waste of time. But that's okay. You say I only hear what I want to. You say I talk so all the time. So what I felt was simple, and I thought that I don't belong. And now that I am leaving, now I know that I did something wrong, 'cause I miss you. Yeah, I miss you. Whoa! Okay, crazy people pulling out in front of me. I think I've just put my guardian angels in the ICU. I guess I better deliver flowers today to them. But the sun came back out. I don't know if you could actually see that, but it's about a 20-minute drive to get to where I was, to my doctor's office. And here we are. Okay, we will park right here. That's the hospital right across the street. That's where the staff is supposed to park. That hospital complex actually goes way down the street and way over there, and it's just huge. Yay me. Sitting in a doctor's office, waiting to be seen. They took my blood pressure and everything. Apparently I'm good there, so yeah. Who doesn't love sitting in the doctor's office? No, I'm not putting one of them funny gowns on. You can forget that right now. But it's just a checkup. I don't even know what that entails, but hopefully we'll get this done and then they'll tell me I'm normal. Wait a minute. I'm not sure I'm normal. They'll tell me I'm physiologically normal. Yeah, that sounds a little better. Okay, well, it would appear that I passed my 10-point inspection. So they're gonna have me do all these, apparently I have to have these typical exams because I'm over 40, and they said, well, you have to do this and you have to do that. So they just scheduled all that out. So I guess I'm gonna go do all this annual, this, that, and the next thing, and Lord, I guess they get more invasive the older you get, right? But anyhow, I haven't done it, so they're gonna go do all the things and they're gonna schedule it out, and they recommended physical therapy because Your girl's not in very good condition. So, I need to go get something to eat. I'm hungry. Okay, so radical change of plans. I was just on my way back towards Kenai and I was gonna get some gas and find a sandwich somewhere. But I'm turning around and I'm going back to Soldotna because my husband finally got a hold of our sound person that's gonna come and check out the sound system at the church. And we are going to, I guess, go jigger that about, and it really needs doing. So I'm gonna go with him. I'm gonna park my car somewhere in Soldotna where it's gonna be safe, and then we're gonna drive out to Ninilchik. But I told Mike I have to stop somewhere and get a sandwich because I need to eat. And so we're gonna go do that, and then I guess on my way back through, I will grab my car and finish my errands. So apparently, I'm going to Ninilchik, and we're gonna see what we need for sound stuff. So it is safe to say that I found myself a sandwich. This is a flamethrower from Dairy Queen, and it looks yummy, and it's got yummy stuff on it, and I got a big pile of fries in my lap. And I'm on my way out of town. We're gonna go to Ninilchik, and apparently we're gonna go see Paul, who's gonna sort out my sound system and make us sound awesome. So, lunch to go. Cheers!
Keep talking, would you?
Yep. Check 2, hey!
Yeah, everything's off here.
Check 2, so how are we getting?
Everything is down. Everything. And you're still coming through.
And still coming through.
So I'm going to figure out which pre-fade, post-fade. Keep talking.
So, Paul,
Check 2, hey!
that new set of
1, 2.
microphones up there, we'd really like to be using the newer ones instead of the older ones. But I don't know how to hook them up.
Well, these Audio Technicas aren't terrible. This is cheap Chinese.
Is it really?
I'd rather keep my own microphone if I can.
I don't care. I'm just doing
Hey! Yeah, it's weird. It's like it's underpowered.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's what happens when we have our techs come in and they're looking at all the stuff for our sanctuary.
2, 2, 2. Is it the JBLs? For both of them? For both sides?
So this day is turning out to be a little longer than I anticipated. Our techs are in there trying to sort out the sound system. I think they're gonna have to end up disconnecting absolutely everything because nothing is hooked up right, and it's a total cluster in there. Oh man. So I'm just gonna let them do their thing, and I don't even pretend to understand. All I know is that when I stand up to my microphone and my piano, I expect them to work, and I expect the rest of my musical instruments and the rest of my team to work. And that's been the problem, is we've been working on substandard sound and just trying to, none of us are techs, we're not trained for this, which is why we have a professional in there right now who is. Ironically, one of them is an old friend that I used to sing with way back in the day. So that is just really cool. And Polly, the guy that's in there, he was the sound for that band. So yeah, another weird little part of my history you guys have never heard of. Another story for another day. But anyway, I'm gonna refill my water cup and I'm going to let them do what they do because they're the professionals. I just want to turn my microphone on and I want it to work. Lord. See, in that back office, there is a cabinet that is so full of wires and microphones and sound equipment and so much stuff. I don't even pretend to know what any of it is. However, this is currently the cluster that is the disaster of our sound system, and we're just trying to make it work along with all the stuff up there. So that is why we have an expert. This is things being disassembled.
Paul told me that, and I thought, you know what? Like, it just makes sense.
That's awesome.
Hello.
Hello.
I remembered, hey, I'm still out of work until my vacation ends. Maybe I can catch up with Paul before that. Kind of had a feeling it would be a extended 4, 5, 6, 7. Not bad.
Yeah, no.
3.5 hours. 4
Anyhow,
hours. Whatever.
long story super short. Just chatting for a sec. the sound is so much better. He hooked up all the monitors and the microphones, and everything is wired the way it's supposed to be. Everything works the way it's supposed to work. It is awesome. So we are super happy about that. And come Saturday, I get to explain a few things to my team. And what are you doing?
Getting gas.
We are apparently driving in circles.
It's cheaper down here.
Oh, that's right. Okay, gas is cheaper where we're at, so we're gonna get gas here. But anyway, it sounds so much better, and I got to run into an old friend while I was at it, so that was just epic. Anyway, now we are getting gas and we're gonna head back home. So I had a short pit stop because I started to get a low tire indicator light came on in my car, so I was losing air out of one of my tires. I'll have to take it to the shop tomorrow, but we did get air in it. I'm fine. The indicator turned off, but I have one more stop I gotta make to get my power cords because my other one's croaked, and because I'm having a hard time using this device because I seem to be recording in the car a lot lately. I'm gonna get a thing that will hold this while in my car. So while I'm there, I think I'm gonna make a pit stop, see if I can find something that'll help, and get the new power cord so that I can keep my other devices from dying, because I seem to blow through cords a lot. I'm not real sure what that's all about, but I don't know. I've tried the long ones and the short ones and the braided ones and the not so. I've tried all of them, and I just break them. I don't know. But one more stop and then I get to go home, and it was such an awesome day today. I got to see my friend Ryan, who I have not seen in a long time. We used to sing together a long time ago, and I somehow went from singing, you know, pop music way back in the day to being a worship leader today, and it was just fun. So I invited Ryan to come play and sing with me sometime if he wants to. It's just been a long time, but Paul, who was also on in the same band with Ryan at the time, was the man who came to set up all of our sound today. And so it's awesome. I got to actually hear my voice surround me instead of feeling like I'm having to just sing loud just to be heard. And so he unplugged everything and plugged everything back in the way it was. He basically stripped everything down and put it all back together the way it should be. And the sound is incredible. So I'm just really impressed. I'm very pleased. He did an amazing job. And what shocked me is he did it all in under 3 hours. I thought for sure it was going to take half the night when I saw him start pulling things apart. And I'm like, oh boy, here we go. You know, it was unreal. But it was awesome, and I got to just visit, and I also, there's another thing that I kind of do on the side, and I don't talk about it, but I might get to help a lady that I met today, and so I'm gonna hopefully get to use that particular set of skills and that little side job that I do to help this lady and her family. So that, I just really felt like today was a divine appointment. Like God was just in everything that happened today. And it's just been a really, really great day. And on our way home, we stopped and got some ice cream. Who doesn't love ice cream? So they didn't have the salted caramel, which is one of my faves, but they did have the mocha almond fudge, which is my other fave. And we did that on our way back from Ninilchik. There's a store down there that's just got the best ice cream. So of course you got to stop for ice cream, right? But I'm going to pop into the Walmart here and get the bits and bobs that I need. But thanks for spending the day with me, you guys. So I think what I'll do is I'm just going to end this video here and just say thank you for hanging out. And anybody that sees this, I just hope you have a really blessed day. And I'm going to run in and buy the things that I need. And I'm going to call an end to this day and just say that it's been a really good day. It's amazing how I started out doing one thing. God just orchestrated everything else, and it was all a blessing. So I'm just really loving that. So I will talk to everybody later. Okay, so joke's on me. I thought I was telling you guys goodnight. Apparently I have to go back to the store, and my check engine, or not check engine, but my gas light just came on because I forgot to get gas, and apparently we ran out of something that's rather critical in the house, so I'm on my way back to the store. Oh joy. This day will end soon. It's been a good day. I can't complain, but this day needs to end soon. Okay, it's 10:30 at night. Now this day is over. I'm done. Catch you on the next.